Very frustrating. We've played well in parts of the game and given goals away in other parts.
Just said to the boys there, it's about obviously when you come to places like this and pretty much any game you play in, there's always a period where the opposition will have some pressure, and we knew that today. And I think it's when those bits of pressure happen, you have to manage it properly, and you have to get through those periods unscathed, and you have to dig in, you have to make the right decisions on and off the ball, the right passes, and we didn't do that in that 5-minute period in the second half, and it cost us dearly. And if anything, in the end, it gave us that little bit too much, of a mountain to climb in terms of, once we got through that period, there was chances to be had, and we had quite a few chances. And you can see if we hadn't given ourselves given them such a lead, we would have been able to come away with something today. So in terms of effort and desire and everything, this team's got it, and they'll continue to show that to the end of the season. But they have to be clever in periods when we haven't got the ball and there's pressure upon us.
If it wasn't a big game next week, it's huge and it cost pivotal.
Yeah, it was pivotal no matter what happened today or Tuesday. It's a massive game, and we have to get points on the board as soon as possible. It's as simple as that. You can have all the effort and will to win in the world, but the bottom line is results, and this is, especially in this league, it's driven by that, and obviously everyone's jobs are driven by that and the way it goes, and but we all understand that. I understand that, and the club understand that, and the players do as well. So we're trying as hard as we can. Like I said, I think the more times we play like that, hopefully the points will come, and they definitely deserve it in the games that I've had with them. Apart from 2 45-minute periods against Crystal Palace and West Brom, we've deserved a hell of a lot more than what we got, but it's all right deserving it. You have to actually have something to show for it.
I mean, because I've seen as a former defender, the way that some of the goals we conceded were upset you, especially in the set piece.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the Barkley goal, look, it's what I'm talking about in terms of. I know it was Kanyas' man, but he gets blocked off by Ash. They clash into each other, and these things can happen. Unfortunately, the ball landed right to Barkley, but my point is the same, where if you're managing that period in the build-up to that properly, you're making the right decisions, you've got that attitude not to be beaten when it's tough, when the going gets tough. Those things generally don't happen. So, it's disappointing, because if I look at most of the goals that have gone against us, in my time, it's poor goals, it's individual mistakes. It's not the opposition working particularly hard to get them, or doing something special. It's been in mainly individual errors and easy opportunities presented for them. So it's disappointing in that sense. But the players are honest enough to hold their hands up. They do that, in the games that we played, and that's what you want in your group. And hopefully we can move on, learn from it again, and try and get some points on the board as soon as possible in the next game.
Gary, John Joe Shelby made a bit of a difference when he
Yeah.
came on. Is there a reason why he hasn't started much recently? Has he had injury?
Yeah, he's been injured. He had a hamstring. He came back when we were playing against Napoli in the first game that week. He came back from a hamstring injury and re-injured it, and he's only come back into training at the start of this week. So that's the reason why.
What was your thinking in taking Bernie off? You obviously wanted Mitch to come on, but why did you take him off?
Well, I just thought at that point we needed some fresh legs. That's why I made the change with John Joe, and then we made a double substitution with the Guzman and Michu. So really just to give us a bit more impetus. We were 3-1 down, and obviously to try and give the team some fresh legs to make sure that we made sure no matter what happened we pushed for that last 20 minutes, and that was key. We had to push right to the end of the game. That's what I want from my teams, and I think we did that today. That was the only reason why.
Gary, I think you haven't won a game since your first day in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still convinced yourself that you've got what it takes to be a...
Yeah, working every day on the training ground, doing the right things. If I thought I wasn't doing the right things, I'm honest enough to know, honest enough to hold my hands up. I'm not one of the managers that is going to sugarcoat things or lie to anyone. If I thought I wasn't doing the right things, then I'd hold my hands up. But I think if you speak to the players and everyone around the club who see me working every single day, I'm working as hard as possible to make sure that they're doing the right things. And like I said, apart from a 5-minute period today and 2 45-minute periods against Palace and West Brom, we've been pretty much spot on in our performances and been very unlucky not to have come away with a lot more things to show for than what we've had. With a number of goalkeepers in all those other games having a worldy game, unfortunately. So I guess I'll be judged on my results like you've just judged me there. So that's key. I understand that. That's the way it is. And until I'm told anything different, I'll continue to work as hard as possible.
So you're obviously still confident then that, you know,
Yeah.
you'll be in a position as a Premier League manager.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
Judging you, by the way, I was just asking.
That's okay. I'm fine. Yeah, happy to be judged. That's the way it is.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Any recommendations?